Okay, so what I'm going to show you today is arguably one of the easiest screen replacements on a laptop there is. We've got here an HP Probook 650 G1. The 450s, 650s are all pretty much the same. There isn't much to it. It's about as easy as you're going to get. So we're going to pop the battery out just to be safe. Open the lid and take off the bezel, and that's no more than just snapping this thing out. It usually comes out pretty easy. Just run your finger along the edge. If you need a spudging tool, any standard spudging tool will work. These are pretty simple to take out, usually not too much to it. Usually recommend starting on the side and work your way up and around until you get to the top. This is a very simple laptop to work on. Bunch of small plastic clips, and here we've got 4 screws, one in each spot here. Very simple. Remove your 4 screws. You see on this laptop, screws are pretty loose already, which is kind of unusual. I've never had one that's loose like this. But there's only 4 screws that hold this lid, this display panel, into the laptop. You pull those out. The display should just gently lift out off of the frame. And underneath, there's not much to it. We have a simple taped connector, and that's it. We just pull the tape loose, a little bit of glue holding the ribbon cable down. Gently remove the tape. And the panel's out. There's nothing wrong with this panel, except it's 1366 by 768, and in many laptops I would not recommend changing that. In these HPs it's pretty easy. They're all basically the same thing. You can just change it out and you're good. So you just line up the connector and pop it in. Takes a little bit of finesse, and once it's in there, just put the tape back down. Line the panel back up. Pop your 4 screws back in. They say no good project is done unless you bleed a little bit. Not normal, but I think I caught it right on the edge when I was popping the plastic off. Not a big deal. That doesn't normally happen. I've changed these screens out a lot. Never done that before, but somehow I managed to today. Kind of hard to get these wrong. Don't need anything fancy. Simple Phillips head screwdriver. The bezel pop it back on. Oh, actually, before we do that, we want to make sure we take off the protective film. A lot easier to take it off now than after you put it all back together. And this just literally snaps back into place. And then we'll pop the battery back in. And hopefully, with any luck, Linux, so it takes a minute. And there we go. And looks like we've got a stuck pixel here. But other than that, very simple, straightforward change out. Not much to replacing the display in these HP Probooks. Elite books are very similar in the same series. That's all there is to it. And again, got our laptop screen from laptopscreen.com, and looks good. Thanks, guys.